What we do here on The Drive is we introduce you to new up-and-coming artists. Today on the Friday Music Club, it's our privilege to introduce you to another artist born and bred and brewed and bubbled from the Gqeberha side of Algoa country. This is a man who you have probably seen if you go out for live music gigs all over the place. He's generally very flamboyant. I mean, he's been known to sport a mohawk and
Yes.
Eyebrow piercings and all sorts of things. He's a very colourful, very creative character, and he's very qualified as well. He's studied in music. He has music and music technology background as well that he's actually studied officially, and puts all this together for a multi-genre approach to music, and of course really loving playing live instruments with his connections. He is on the line right now from the clubs in Gqeberha. However, he is in the GP today. How is the Gauteng province? Roscoe Nefdt.
How's it? Yeah, it's great here, man. Very, very hot, very loud thunderstorms, but you can adjust to it, Comes nighttime ambience.
Okay, all right, good.
You know what? Gqeberha prepares you for that.
Yeah, that's it.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
The wind and the storms and the rain and everything, we're okay with that. It should, however, be quite inspirational to someone like you. Your project, your band is called FiveSidedDice. You've also been known to make a little bit of noise. Tell us about the genres you guys play.
So it's FiveSidedDice. That's the solo project, but I do have bands that make a lot of noise, as you said. That would be like Undergeneration, very punk rock kind of fusion vibe with a bit of reggae and rock. And then FiveSidedDice does a bit of everything, really, from hip hop to metal to jazz, alternative, rock, rap, everything in between, basically. Then I've got one or two other bands that are a bit heavier too. But yeah, it's a lot of fun always to mix and match.
Yes, and then that's what we wanted to ask you. I mean, you don't have a specific sound. What made you decide, okay, I don't care what genre, I want to focus on. I just want to do everything. What made you decide that, and what inspired you?
Well, I think when you listen to a lot of weird music and you listen to a lot of different genres from a young age, you grow up thinking as a musician, like, what the hell am I going to do now? Which I don't want to emulate someone specific or a specific sound. I'd like to kind of throw it all into a pot and mix it up and just see what happens. And some people enjoy it, some people don't, and it is what it is,
Sure. And the thing which interests me about you, though, your FiveSidedDice project, your EP has just been released. As we're looking at it here in the studio, the steam's still coming off of it. I mean, it was just launched in December. How did you choose which songs and which styles went onto this 5-track project?
Well, it was once again, obviously, a melting pot kind of thing. The first track is a kind of acoustic rock mixed with hip hop in the verse, and then it goes to like punk rock and pop punk in the chorus, and then a bit heavier in the bridge. Then it's got like a jazz kind of mixed with hip hop track on number 2. Number 3's got like blues and also rap in it, a bit of soul, some saxophone in there. Then there's some grunge rock, and then it ends nicely with a little acoustic lo-fi kind of track just to close things off.
One of the things I love about it, though, is that, production is a skill all of its own, and a lot of people use the electronic stuff we've got available today, but you really are a fan of putting live musicians with their music skill together with your production skill. A real focus for you?
Yes, definitely. I mean, production is one thing that I also take very seriously. I'm quite passionate about music production. Most of the stuff gets mixed and mastered independently by myself at my home studio. Otherwise, I get friends to help out. And yeah, when I feature musicians like Chester Summerton or Luki Bunzi, these are guys that have performed with the bands that I'm in live.
Right.
And then I kind of bring them into the studio too, just to leave their footprint on my creations.
I like that. Leave your footprint. And who leaves the footprint when it comes to the songwriting?
That would be me.
That's you. Okay.
How's your process? How's your process, though?
The process, it's very a regress of.
I go back, I go deep, I go under. All right.
It's chaotic.
I would love to just, find out how your brain works.
We've spoken to a lot of people on Friday Music Club. Yeah, there really are a whole different slew of approaches people take to songwriting. We had one guy who watches movies until he sees something that inspires him.
Yeah.
We had someone else who carries lyrics for years. We had someone else who just waits for inspiration to strike. And like you said, with you, it's probably a mixture of like hypnosis, herbal tea, jumping off a cliff into a deep pool.
Yeah, Oros and Wheat and the Marmite. You know what I mean?
We've never before heard the process of Oros, Wheat Bix, and Marmite. So we're very excited for it. Listen, the Five-Sided Dice intro people are going to hear today, for those who've not met the project yet, is called Running Out of Life. We're about to play it for the first time on Friday Music Club. What's this song about? Where did it come from?
Running Out of Life is a song written up like wanting to change your life in any way whatsoever. It could be changing a part of yourself or changing your actual physical surroundings, where you live, who you're friends with, what you're doing with your life, whether you're actually making any progress. So,
well, it's a great song for this time of the year, you know what I mean? You're still on the line there. We can't trust those guys up in Gauteng with the technology. You know what I mean? You're still there. What I was saying is,
I'm still here.
Great tune for this time of the year, with people thinking about the nature of their lives, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. New Year and all that stuff that people say on the internet.
Yep.
There's a bird here screaming in the background. I think you can hear him singing the song already.
You told us you had mixed genres.
Yes. Where can we find you online to support you on social media?
Anywhere at all. You can search any social platform like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and you can find my music on iTunes, Spotify, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, YouTube, whatever. Just search Five-Sided Dice, one word, Five-Sided Dice, or just Roscoe Nefdt, and you'll find me in my music.
Roscoe Nefdt, thanks so much for being with us today. Here it comes. Real music, real production. Really great having you on the show for the first time on Algoa FM's Music Club in 2022. All the best with Five-Sided Dice.
Thank you. I love you too.
Here it comes, Running Out of Life.
Test, 1, 2. New faces, same old songs. We're going straight down to hell. No matter which route we take out, might as well make it worth that time.
running out of live.
Five-sided dice on
That's
Algoa
the
FM.
first Friday Music Club of the year. Roscoe Nefdt on the line just before that. We'll be podcasting it soon.